On the eve of Victoria's most crucial vote, there was an unprecedented attack on our democracy, and we need your help to fight back. Watch this full story, then share what happened, and finally head over to saveourdemocracy.com.au to help us win back our freedom. Today, our most important Australian website was kicked off the internet by a secret complaint. You probably know the website I'm talking about. It was called killthebill.com.au, the website where more than 110,000 people signed a petition calling on the Governor of Victoria to block Dan Andrews' authoritarian power grab. Gee, I wonder who made that complaint. The bill puts Victoria into essentially a permanent state of emergency and gives Andrews dictator-like powers. He's been abusive with the powers he already has. With his new bill, he'll be even more like his friends in the Chinese Communist Party. It's why hundreds of thousands of peaceful protesters have taken to the streets in Melbourne over the past few weeks. But suddenly, on the eve of the vote, that website was just turned off. Try it. You'll see it's simply gone. So what on earth happened? Well, the answer is secret. Our domain registrar, a company called GoDaddy, has sold us dozens of websites in Australia with no problem. In fact, Rebel News has over 1,000 domain names for our different projects, like fightthefines.com.au or Yemini Report. The unique domain names make it easier for you guys to find the different stories or campaigns. It makes it easier for people to remember them. And plenty of people remembered Kill the Bill. And this isn't some sort of personal fight. Rebel News has a great relationship with GoDaddy because we have so many domain names. They actually call us a VIP client. So it must be someone very powerful who pressured them to cancel our website. Someone who doesn't respect freedom of speech or the right to peacefully protest. Like I say, does that remind you of anyone? A few days ago, GoDaddy warned us about what they were going to do. They didn't say who put them up to it or why out of the 1,000-plus website we have, this was the one they were coming to shut down. But we didn't take any chances. When we heard their plans, we hired Australia's top media lawyer, a Melburnian named Justin Quill, who's been kicking goals for us lately, to send them a careful letter explaining in detail why we had every right to use that domain name and showing that whoever was putting GoDaddy up to it was wrong. We did this all quietly. We didn't make a fuss. We assumed that it was just a mistake by GoDaddy and we really just want to fix it. We assumed that they would read Mr. Quill's letter and realize they just had no right to cancel their contract with us or delete our website. The rules about internet domain names are crystal clear. As you can see in Mr. Quill's letter, we had every right to use killthebill.com.au. The domain name has a close and substantial connection to what was on the website itself, a petition to kill the bill. It accurately describes what was on the page, and it doesn't infringe on anyone's personal name or brand name. Those are the rules. So there was no legal reason to delete the site. It's 100% bullying. Shame on GoDaddy for censoring a petition signed by more than 110,000 Australians. So much for the dedication to freedom of speech or democratic values. I'm personally deeply disappointed with them. Even after Mr. Quill contacted them with the letter, they simply ignored us, I guess. They only obey Mr. Dan Andrews now. Well, we've got to take a stand. If this is how peaceful protesters and freedom of the press are treated now, imagine what it'll be like if this bill is ever enacted. So we've asked Mr. Quill to go to court for an emergency injunction to seek a court order requiring GoDaddy to reinstate the website, to honour their contract with us and to put the website back up. And just as importantly, to find out who threatened GoDaddy. GoDaddy is a bully, that's for sure. But they must have been pressured into doing such an illegal act by someone much, much worse. Who was it? If you want to know, and if you want to help us fight back, please go to saveourdemocracy.com.au, We've already asked Mr. Quill to prepare the emergency court case. He's literally working on it right now. But we can't do this without you, so please help us at saveourdemocracy.com.au. It's not even about Rebel News or our website. It's about freedom and democracy in Australia, and whether powerful people can secretly pressure internet companies into deleting political websites. We just can't let this stand. Please go to saveourdemocracy.com.au and chip in if you can.